What is going on, guys? So tonight's video, I'm basically going to be explaining to you guys really the motivation for me to stay focused on what I do and how I've been able to keep motivated and keep getting better. So I always heard this quote, you're going to be done by 24 years old. Like, you can't build any more muscle or just size in general after 24. Now, that's stuck with me. It stayed with me in my early years of lifting up till now, and it still is. I'm 22 right now, so for me, the goal for me right now is to make sure I still am in a surplus of calories 80 to 90% of the year. I only got 5 weeks left of this cut, and then I'm back in a surplus of calories after this. So you guys out there who are missing opportunity after opportunity to gain muscle, you guys have got to understand that if you're trying to stay lean year-round, the problem with that is that, one, after 24, if you're being shredded year-round, by the time you're 24, good Lord, you're not going to be able to bulk till probably never. The best time to bulk is before you're 24. I've already bulked 3 to 4 times in my life, and those are the times where I got the size and the muscle. I've never really gained that much muscle in a cut, never. You're just not eating enough food to be able to do that, and you just can't put on that size and that thickness of the muscle. But for me right now, my goal is to get stronger, get as strong as I possibly can, and get as big as I possibly can before I'm 24. Because most pro bodybuilders turn pro before 24. Jay Cutler turned pro at 23, and the youngest one ever was 19. That was a few months ago, actually. Forgot his name, but mostly it's 22, 23 they turn pro. And the reason how they turn pro so early is because they bulked for a long period of time before they were at that age. And one, they just had God genetics. So, for me, I actually had to bulk for one time more than a year because I was still kind of skinny, but I just got that size that year. So for you guys to understand, it's I know it's not easy, but at some point it's got to click in your mind, okay, I'm not gaining weight. I'm clearly not eating enough food, so I got to eat a little more. It's just little things like that you have to understand and listen to your body. Because, I'm 22. Like I said, I'm 22 now. I got, 3 to 5 years, probably 5 tops of good years to build muscle, naturally at least. So it's, it's going to come a time where after 24, after 30, it's going to get tougher. It's going to get tougher. It's what I see a lot of. I work out at the Y and honestly a few other gyms. But the thing is that I've seen a lot of people where their journey and careers have ended strictly because of minor injuries. The bones deteriorated, the ligaments, the joints, all that stuff happens, minor injuries like that, and they're done. They don't do it anymore now. But the thing is what I mostly see, I've seen people who have better genetics than me everywhere. They just don't realize it, and they don't put in the work for it. And I know sometimes it's not their passion, to do bodybuilding, whatever. But I see it's just an example. I've seen so many people with better genetics than me, but the problem is what I see most is they get distracted, they go away, come back, they go away, they come back, and then they just never get any better for themselves. And that's really tough on the body to do that, and it's hard to come back after every time you leave, because your body's not going to know what to do, because especially with your nutrition and your workouts. So it's your body's it's so hard on your body to do that, to go away, work out for 2 months, go away for 5 months, come back. You have to have consistency. And please keep in mind that for you young guys meaning 15 to my age, you only have a short amount of time to put on that size and muscle before by 24 you're done. Now again, that's just my motivational quote. Okay, I'm not saying, like I said, that's not 100% true. but you do slow down after that time. And if you have not bulked, put on some good muscle before then, it's gonna be so hard to eat like you do now after you're 24. And then after you're 24 or 30, whatever, you just fine tune it after that. Because by the time you're 30 and 40, 50, I mean, especially if you haven't done all that stuff before 24, you're really not gonna put on that much muscle. You can still build strength for sure, but that muscle, it's gonna be too hard to get it. And for you guys that wanna stay lean year round and are afraid to lose your precious little 6-pack, 8-pack, whatever it is, let me tell you something. I mean, 6-pack abs does not mean that yes, it does mean you're in good shape, but again, it's not maintainable that way, and to gain muscle as you maintain it, you have to sacrifice to get something, right? And a lot of you guys are like, oh, I'm clean bulking. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a clean bulk is. I really don't. A lean bulk is different. A lean bulk is eating at around, 300 to 500 calories above your surplus. But even then, if you guys are just worried about losing your 6-pack, go look at some old photos of Arnold and Jay Cutler in their off season. They had no abs, none, nada, zero abs. Just think, guys, everybody has abs. Everybody does. It's just how much water and fat you have covering it. Everybody's born with a genetic shape, right? You can fine tune that shape and make it bigger and stronger, but unfortunately you can't change your shape because it's just your genetics, especially for your abs. But again, it's just a layer of fat covering it in your off season. That's why you bulk and cut. You bulk for 80-90% of the year, then you cut down like I'm doing now to see what progress you made. And if you're trying to stay lean year round, and if you are staying lean year round, and guys, social media is making you guys stay that way too. And that's why, honestly, I'm not really trying to get that popular on my Instagram. I'm trying to keep it local, all that stuff. But the problem is, because if I get popular, like Alex Eubank and all of them, they make money off their body, which, I would too if I'm, getting popular. But like, if Alex Eubank, this is an example, if he bulks at all, he's going to lose so many followers because he's in a pickle right now. Like, he's got body dysmorphia. He's around the twins, and now he's thinking about juicing and all that stuff. So that's what I don't want to get into. I'm trying to stay away from that. And because, again, let me just go back to this. If you're being lean year round, that's most likely you're in a deficit of calories. And being in a deficit year round is hard on the body, especially with the other 22 hours outside the gym that you do. And if you guys don't want to be, if you guys want to be champions today, and you just want to have a big following on Instagram, don't rush that stuff. Just don't rush it. Let it happen, because at some point, you get good, you win a show, and that's how you get popular, and then it just goes from there. But fame and money come and go. It's like if you're just trying to get money off Instagram, and that's only short-lived. It's really short-lived. So you guys just have to understand to be patient with this process and just stay true to who you are. And I guarantee you guys, you will do so much better in your life. And if you guys are trying to, get famous on Instagram and stuff, again, that's short-lived, all right? Short-lived meaning, it won't last long, whatever. But if you're trying to get better, that's a long process, right? It's a long process, but you build character doing that, right? You don't try to go above and beyond 24/7 and, try to do all that. And if you guys are doing this, if you do it for a passion, it could be anything. It's like, stay true to it, and then go back to my original statement. You only have such a short amount of time. By 24, you have to put on that size and all that stuff. And it just goes back to that statement. And if you guys don't know how to, diet right and everything, my phone number's right here. You can contact me anytime, and I'll give you a nutrition plan for whatever you're trying to do. Because nutrition is going to be your number one favorite and your best friend when it comes to putting on muscle. Now, if you guys are older than 24, please don't freak the fuck out, okay? Remember, it's not 100% true, but it does slow down after 24. And guys, I know you guys want to be cut year round. I do too. I want to look good year round, okay? But again, there's a time of the year to get better and time of the year to look perfect. Looking perfect is me at the beach in 3 months, right? So, but getting better is that off season, getting that size. All you guys want to be cut. Don't worry about that. Get the size and stuff, because I mean, I'm sure you guys are looking at guys like Jay Cutler and, you know, Kai Green and all those guys that are big and cut. Now, the problem with that is that, you know, they went through their off seasons, right? They went through their off seasons and they got cut and sliced, and that's probably what you guys want, right? But the problem, again, like I just said, they had an off season to get that size and mass, but then they had to, you know, go to a 3 to 4 month cut to maintain the muscle and get cut. So a lot of you guys just want to stay cut, but it's like you have to be in a surplus to gain the muscle, and then you cut back a little bit to get cut and big. Now, here's another thing for you guys. You've probably been asking this question without me talking. Now, if you're afraid to lose your 4 to 8 pack, 4, 6, or 8 pack, you know, to put on some muscle, like I said earlier, go look at some old photos of Arnold in their off season. They had zero abs. And Jay Cutler and all those guys, they had no abs in their off season, because that was the time of the year where they were getting freaking big. Now, their Olympia prep is what got them shredded, right? And again, a diet like that is not maintainable for a lifetime. You want to make sure you are on a nutrition program, and I will help you guys with that. Again, just my number will be right here. Text me, and I will gladly help you achieve your best results. Now, like those guys, back to what I was saying, those guys went through a bulk and a cut. So they're not staying cut year-round because they can't really build muscle if they stay cut year-round. Now, they're going to have that time of the year, like I just said, where they're going to get huge. All right, guys, I hope this video has helped y'all out tremendously. So just keep that in mind. Again, that's been my motivational quote for a long time. It might help you guys out, it may not, but I also gave you some great tips on here. So again, if you want me to get you some workout programs and nutrition programs, send me a text here, and I will just put your name on the text. That way I know who it is, and I will gladly send you something, and I'll talk about pricing and all that. But all right, guys, I hope this video has helped you guys out. Use it, take the advice, and I'll see you guys in the gym. Peace out.